Hey Crushers, Young here, and I'm bringing you a new Crush Them All video. Today's video is going to be a comprehensive artifact guide. Before we get started though, if you have any questions or comments after watching this video, please post them in the comment section below, or you can reach out to me through the official Discord, which you can access through the settings of the game located here in the community section. I would also ask you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. That way you can catch all my videos when they come out and keep up to date on all the latest Crush Them All news and information. And today's discussion is going to take us deep into the artifact collection. So we're going to be looking at the artifact collection page, and we will be looking at both regular artifacts and event artifacts. Artifacts do affect staging, dungeons, and guild raid events, however they do not affect PvP modes. Keep that in mind for these discussions. Now let's start by looking at our one-star artifacts. First off, one-star artifacts are pretty much a waste, so don't focus on them. With two-star artifacts, we have Statue of Rewards, which is fantastic when you get that, and it should be bought and kept until you get King Rewards 2, the 4-star event artifact. That's all the way up here. No, those are King's Clubs. King Rewards 2. The only other 2-star artifact worth worrying about is the event artifact from the Astrolab event, the Astro Gem. And that's the only other 2-star worth worrying about. When we start looking at 3-star artifacts, we start seeing a bunch of event artifacts here. So let's go ahead and look through those. Now, in terms of 3-star artifacts, because the 3-star artifacts start to spice things up a bit, Anubis, which is this artifact right here, can help make your staging life a little bit easier. So would Silver Armor, which, it's heavy armor, Silver Armor, that would also help a little bit. But the best out of these is the Time artifact. And that's what really shines amongst these 3-star normal artifacts. Now you can get some other 3-star artifacts if you really want, like such as Solaris, which is this one right here. But for the most part, I mean, you should just likely turn your eyes toward the 4-star artifacts for now if you're already starting to purchase these. So we can see the 4-star artifacts right here. Before we move on though, we have a whole slew of 3-star event artifacts to focus on. So you've got the Flip-Flops of Speed, which these are great for increasing your hero's movement speed. King's Reward 1. You got Frosty Dragon. You've got, let's see, Astro Time Warper 1. And these are all solid for various reasons. The Gunlord event artifacts as a whole are great once you have over 800,000 hero power. Early on, focus on the Soul Boots when you're leveling these, because these are the very best survival artifact. This is the very best survival artifact in the game, so when you're working your way up, this is definitely something to be focused on. Soul Shield admittedly doesn't do much since defense has diminishing returns, but it's easy to max out. So you should get that as well for what help it does offer. And now we'll move on to the 4-star artifacts. 4-star artifacts are where things start to get really interesting. The best of the best here for normal artifacts are Goat God, which is this one, Gold Skin, and Laser Sword. I would recommend trying to keep these until you start unlocking 6-star artifacts. In order to move on to 5-star artifacts, you must first max out a 4-star artifact. Gold Skin is an excellent choice for maxing out, so I'd start with that to help increase your survival in guild raid events. Regarding event artifacts, these here are the best ones that are here for the event artifacts. You have the Cloak of Speed, which increases the base speed the game operates at. It's one of the reasons why my heroes zip by the screen so quickly and contribute to the amount of damage I'm doing, or that I'm able to do when I'm hitting during guild raid events. King's Rewards 2, as mentioned earlier, can replace the Statue of Rewards, as this artifact completely diminishes the returns on the former. King's Gloves, which offers a frenzy chance to your heroes, is just fantastic. Frozen Flame, which further increases your Prism rewards. And Astro Time Warper 2, which helps offline staging quite a bit. Now, once you have maxed out a 4-star artifact, you can start finding 5-star artifacts in your artifact shop. This also introduces a new mechanic, however, which is the Art Stones. That's these right here. So Artstone T4, Artstone T5, and Artstone T6. Now, you need 2 of the Artstone T4 to purchase a Tier 5 artifact, and 3 of Artstone T5 and T6 to purchase a 6-star or 7-star artifact, respectively. These can be purchased in the arena shop, and you can earn them for... well, let me clarify this. And you can earn 1 for free the first time that you max an artifact of the previous level. For example, for each 4-star artifact that you max, you'll get 1 Artstone T4, which are needed to purchase the 5-star artifacts. An artifact can only reward a stone once, so if you sell the artifact, buy it, then max it again, you won't get the stone. You can easily look to see at which you have maxed already if you just look for the icon in the top left corner. See, like, well, yeah, so you don't need to click on them to see. But as you can see, I have that circle, that metal symbol in the top left corner of all of my 5-star artifacts, and that's the symbol to indicate that I've already maxed that artifact out. Now, we'll go ahead and we'll take a good look at 5-star artifacts now that you know how to unlock them and what's required to unlock them. And the very best of the best in terms of 5-star artifacts is the Midas set. 5-star, 6-star, and 7-star artifacts offer set bonuses. So unlike the previous ones, here you'll want to collect all 3 of a set. So the Midas set has Midas Touch, Midas Crown, and the Midas Scepter. Now, you're going to want to get the Midas set, so get that and start working on maxing your Midas Crown first. The main reason for getting that first and foremost and maxing it is so that it can help you survive in guild raid events. It's going to help you quite a bit, as that 4,336 when maxed is a substantial amount if that's the level that you're at in the game. Now, the second set that you're going to want is a freebie, which is the fire set. Now, at this point, it isn't as easy to give you a clear-cut, here's what you should do, because you'll want to start getting artifacts based on what your role is in your guild. For me, I have a strong Groovine, and I need strong attack earth artifacts, so I've used stuff like Gaia Rod and the Ancient Golem Hammer to help increase damage for those events. The Poseidon set bonus, and likewise the Mermaid set bonus, are great for increasing attack per second for all your heroes, so it's important to get if you're a hitter too. In the end, you'll probably want to buy and max out all the 5-star artifacts like I did to get more of the Artstone T5 needed to purchase the 6-star artifacts. I would only recommend purchasing Artstones from the arena shop when you've run out of artifacts to max for the free Artstones. So just keep that in mind moving forward. But now that we've covered some of the basics, we want to expand on those principles for the 6-star artifacts. It's these artifacts here. So get the Gold Griffin set first, and I'd focus on maxing the Gold Griffin Cape, which is this artifact right here, first. For the same reason that we went with the Midas first for the health artifact, this is the same thing. going with Gold Griffin Cape first. The Phoenix set is also solid, and getting it is going to do wonders for you as well. So go ahead and get that and start working on it. And just like with the 5-star artifacts, you're going to want to focus on the 6-star artifacts that help you and help your guild. Once more, Ancient Golem Hammer was one that I picked and maxed to help maximize my effectiveness with Groovine and Guild Raid events. The Mermaid set, as mentioned previously, like the 5-star Poseidon set, is great for increasing your damage per second. So is the 6-star artifact Abyssal Dragon Helmet, that increases the critical damage of your heroes. You will at some point want to buy and max out all the 6-star artifacts for the Artstone T6s so that you can save some Arena coins, but it does take time, so be patient with yourself. And then after you've maxed out your 6-star artifacts, you'll start seeing 7-star artifacts populate in your artifact shop. The Sacred set should be your first focus, and then the Vulcan set, just like the previous 2 levels that we looked at. And then from there, much as with the previous levels, you'll want to focus on sets that complement what you're trying to accomplish. If surviving is your primary objective, then getting Earth-centric artifacts like the Ancient Golem set and the Gaia set for their increase the dodge rate for all heroes set bonus. Those are going to do wonders for helping to keep your heroes alive. Removing speed artifacts like the Cloak of Speed event artifact, which that only costs 10 flues, and you get all the materials back from selling it, which is another easy way to increase your survivability. If you need more help with surviving in guild boss events, please check out the Ultimate Boss Event Survival Guide video that I made for more details regarding that. And then ultimately, regardless of how many slots you'll need for various focuses in the game, it really boils down to just a couple of factors. For players needing to focus survival for guild boss raid events, you'll want to get a minimum of 14 artifact slots. Now, with those 14, you're going to want to start with the Sacred set, the Poseidon set. Oh, I'm sorry, not the Poseidon set. You'll want to get the best survival artifact. Sorry, I got unfocused for a second. You're going to want the Sacred set, ultimately, or the equivalent thereof for whatever levels you're at. But the Sacred set, Poseidon Armor, which it's Mermaid, Poseidon Armor. You're going to want the Ifriti Shield. You're going to want the Gold Griffin Cape. You're going to want Phoenix Armor, Holy Lycorn Helmet, the Ancient Golem Mask, that's right there, Mermaid Tiara, Vulcan Armor, no, that's shield, not armor, Vulcan Armor, the Helios Gauntlet, the Atlantis Armor, and the Yggdrasil Armor. Those are the best artifacts to get. Those are the minimum 14 to have maximum survival. These artifacts are in essence the best normal artifacts for survival giving HP, and the best quality of life artifacts for Prism emphasis. Beyond these 14 slots, you can look at getting sets like the Ancient Golem set for dodge bonus that I'd mentioned earlier to further increase survivability, or the Gaia set for the same purpose. You could focus on the water sets like does that? Yes. Like the Mermaid set to increase freeze duration effects. And I think... yeah, that's just attack per second bonus. So, for freeze, it would be Poseidon and Mermaid. And then for dodge, it would be Ancient Golem and Gaia. So those are some ways to increase survivability further. And then shifting focus away from survival, you can look at damage and the artifacts for maximum damage. There's more sets involved with that. So you would want the Ifriti set as a whole. You would want the Poseidon... no, looking at the wrong thing again, I apologize. So the Ifriti set, the Phoenix set, the Mermaid set, the Sacred set, and the Atlantis set. And then beyond that, you would want the Gold Griffin Claw, let's see, Gold Griffin Claw, Vulcan Shield, it's this one right here, Vulcan Swords, Abaddon Helmet, the Yggdrasil Rod, the Helios Rod, and Abaddon Touch. Now these normal artifacts provide the highest damage potential of any combination currently in the game, and total 22 artifact slots in all. Now all of that information that I just went over specifically was provided by Pookie, the Blitz champion. He had stressed that raising player level should take priority over being too concerned about dungeon level, and encourage discretion to not overly spend flues on artifact slots until necessary. Most players aren't heavy hitters and work more within the role of a buffer, so survival artifacts and sets are more commonly needed for focus, helping you spend more flues on other areas such as Crusher Chests. And that is all I have for today's video. I do hope that you liked today's video on the comprehensive artifact guide, and I would like to give special acknowledgement to Crimtane, Gaffa, Richard, and Pookie for their contributions in fact-checking and helping to put this guide together. I'd also like to thank you for your continued support of this channel. I appreciate you watching.